Steven here for OTS Movies, Off the Shelf Movies, to talk to you about physical media, Blu-rays, 4Ks, DVDs, however you own a piece of physical media to watch a movie you love, even if it's VHS. We can watch them how we want without worrying about whether streaming has it or doesn't have it or is edited or whatever, showing it in the wrong frame rate or the wrong aspect ratio. It doesn't matter. Plus, they look cool on the shelf. But this particular series, this is part 2 of Big Ass Boxes. These are big boxes that movies have come in that seemed really cool at the time of purchasing them, and then once we get them home, we try to figure out how the hell we're going to store these on the shelf. Even if we have room on the shelf, they take up so much extra space that it makes it difficult to put more movies on the shelf. I don't have as many as some of my mutuals, so if you guys have some you want to share, please feel free to stitch a duet and show them to me. I'd love to see them. So in this particular part 2, we're going to talk about a few box sets here that I love, but again, are way too big. I'm sure most of you, or at least a lot of you, have this Skywalker Saga set. It's a big, long, deep box. Not that wide, but my shelf isn't deep enough for it to go on the shelf like this. It would stick out. I'd bump my shoulder on it, knock it off the shelf, that kind of thing. So it has to be stored in a very specific way, and I'll be honest with you, this is a pretty recent purchase, and I have not, as of yet, figured out how or where I'm going to store this big-ass box. So let's take a quick look. Like I said in the previous video, I'm not going to go deep on these. If you want me to go deep on any of them and really talk in depth about the sets, let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely do a separate video. This is just a really quick overview, just kind of showing off these boxes and getting my mutuals to commiserate with me on trying to store these damn things on our shelves. So this is a split box, splits like this. It's cool. And this does actually kind of go along with the aesthetic that has been started years ago with the Star Wars box sets. They have these books. They always want to do books so they can show off artwork inside the book when you look at the movies. So it has, of course, the letter here, the bogus letter, and then we have to get the actual box out. So you have to pull it all the way apart so that the box will come out. The book, though, is super nice and cool. Once you get the book out, there is a ribbon there that should have helped me, but I didn't put it back, I put it away properly, so this is what I get. So this is the actual book on the inside. It is very beautiful. And I know this is a Skywalker Saga, but it does annoy me that Rogue One isn't in here. They could have called it something else and, you know, called it something, the third whatever set of movies, and put that in here. Should have been in here. Damn it. All right, so it starts from the beginning, though. Everything in 4K, everything in Blu-ray. I'm not going to go through it. I'll just open it and show you a couple of pages. It looks really, really cool. The artwork is cool. I'm not in love with having to pull the discs out of the top of these sleeves like that. I think you can do damage, one, to the discs and also to the artwork. Let me just find another one to show you. Here's a cool one. Further on in, there's a ton of bonus features. There's a ton of extras to go through. That's really it. That's all that's in this particular set. It's just awkward, right? And I did put it back properly this time, so the ribbon is in the right spot. And I'm not sure, I usually throw away J cards. I don't know why I still have this one. I honestly don't know. I acquired this used, and it was actually still included, so for some reason I just felt like keeping it, and I'm not sure exactly why. So the next one also, again, is another recent purchase, or recent pickup, and it is the Paramount Screens box. Why did this box have to be done this way? Once you see what's inside. It didn't. Let's put it that way. It didn't. But there are some really cool extra things in here. This has one of my most favorite extra things of all time. I will be honest. And it's a studio release, so that's pretty sick. So when you take the lid off, this is what is revealed. This is a legit Fangoria magazine featuring articles and write-ups about all the movies that are in this set. So it's not quite as thick as a Fangoria you might buy off the shelf, but if you grew up at all with magazines, just having this in here is spectacular. And it's legit articles with pictures from the movies and so forth. This is just such a cool way to provide extras for this set. Now, could they have done a miniature version of this in book form and put it in an Arrow style box? Yes. Would that have been more economical on the shelf? Yes. Would I have appreciated them doing that? Yes, I would have. But when you take that out, you are revealed, probably holding this upside down, whatever, it doesn't matter. A pendant here, a pin, pin thing, and then there's some stickers. Don't really care about either of those things. I mean, I guess it's fine that they're there. So you pull the whole box out that the pin is in. It's this thing here, annoying. And then from there is revealed all the movies that are in the set in custom slips. So that's cool. You could have done these custom slips in one of those steelbook sets where they slide in. It would have been a square box, fit on the shelf, you know, well. But instead, we have this awkward thing happening here. So as much as I do love it, I accept it because it has this in it, right? Because I love this so much. But again, this box is too deep for my shelves to slide it in like that. And also that just looks kind of ugly and dumb anyway. So yeah, it has to go a very specific way. And actually, you don't end up really seeing too much of it because of that shape, right? And the final one I'm going to show you is not that big, really. It's just bigger than it needs to be for one movie. And it is the E.T. lunchbox. Now, my childhood nostalgia forced me to buy this. It's beautiful. I love it. It's just so cool. And it is a metal lunchbox. I don't think kids get metal lunchboxes anymore. I don't even know if they get hard plastic ones. Do they? Are they just cloth now? I don't know. But on the inside, there is actually a thermos. And it is my dream one day to meet some people from the film and get them to sign this thermos. That would be amazing. So for all of this box, though, there is the standard 4K in the slip. And there is a book. This is a perfect bound book. Could have been made a little nicer, to be honest, but it's cool. There's write-ups and pictures inside the book, which is cool. But again, this is almost the size of it actually is the size of the Blu-ray case, so it could have been a thick Blu-ray case. And there is a certificate of authenticity. So very cool. That's the end of this video. There's going to be at least one more part, possibly two, because I do have a handful of these big ass boxes. And again, feel free to tag me in your own videos and let me see your big ass boxes. I'll see you guys on the next one.